You are watching Just Some Mild Criticism.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Just Some Mild Criticism. Today we have an extra co-host. I have Mary Posta sitting next to me.
Hello.
Along with A Hunt and I, and our special guest today is XXDeadlee or XXDeadlee. You guys might know him from Veloco. How you doing today, dude?
I'm doing pretty good. How you guys doing?
We chilling.
Man, doing great. Glad to see my brother in here, dude. My dude got me started in music, bro. How you doing, bro?
Hey, in the house. What's up, Hunt?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, we're just gonna dive right into it, man. How did you get your stage name?
My stage name, I don't know. It really, I had a different stage name at first. It was Vacator, but I didn't too much like that too much. I mean, the understanding of that, of why I did that was I was kind of thuggish in my young years. I did a lot of shit that I regret, but I would take people for their shit and vacate them for their shit. So I did put it in some kind of way. And
Yeah,
I
I like
didn't think
that.
that was going to work out too good
It kind
in
of
the
sounds like a
future.
superhero.
Right. I vacate on your shit and vacate you for your shit. I mean, that's what I was basically going for at the time.
I like it. I
So
like it.
that didn't go,
Uh,
but my middle name is Lee. So I let Deadlee, Deadly, be deadly with this shit that I
I like
do.
that.
Like, fuck it. Yeah, 2 times deadly, fuck it, 2 times deadly. So
Yeah.
I kept it that way, and that's how I got
Oh,
that.
so it's actually 2 times as deadly, is what it means.
2 times deadly.
Ah, that makes sense.
XX deadly.
Holy shit! That's what's up, bro. I like that. I really do like that. Man, I've been calling you wrong this whole time. You just been let me do it. Oh man, you're such a
You
good
told me to
dude, man.
come up with so many different names for me, bro. I don't know. You got Reaper. I was like, damn, what the what? I'm just anything devastating, huh?
Anything devastating. Oh, the Reaper, bro. You are the Reaper, though. You are the Reaper, though, my friend. Just comes through killing shit. Killing shit. Anyways, Ma, what's on the next agenda?
Following up with that question, Deadlee, who inspired you to make music?
To make music. I was with a group in Vegas, represent 702. I did live down there for 7 years in the south side, Henderson. Ran into a little group of Spanish guys, and I was over there as a groupie and everything, chilling with them, and they could rap, they could flow. They had one guy in there. His name was Mundo, and he was in a group before, but it didn't pan out for him. So I guess he was just gonna try to keep it in the family and whatnot like that. But I got acquainted to them through Little Green, and so I'm chilling with them and I'm listening to their music and listening to them rap into this monitor. And they were like just, always pen and pad and talking into this computer all the time. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I'm just sitting there watching them to a
Yeah.
beat that they made, And at this time I didn't know nothing about anything. So I'm like just chilling. And one day I was like, you guys really want to try to do something with this? And then they was like, what are you talking about? I was the only one that had a job at the time. All these other kids, they didn't have no job. So it's like, man, what's going on? What are you talking about? I said, take me somewhere so I can get a mic for us. If we get us a mic at least that can sound kind of better and plug it up to that beat up computer, because y'all talking into the top of the monitor. These are not even a microphone. It's like a little bitty circle on top of this big ass monitor of 50,000 little computer. It was going crazy, but it was working. Because when you seen the how they put it still together, it still came out okay. Sort of like Boloco. You can't get it 100% perfect, but it can. Hey, that was good enough. You can put it on
Yeah.
tape. You'll put it in your car back in those days, and you'll be like, "Yeah, we did something." And it's sort of like a old version of a Boloco. You're just getting be able to do it any way possible to make music. That's what they were doing. And I was like thrilled to see this. So they took me somewhere. We went to a guitar store, got a mic, and I seen this pad that where you plug in the mic and everything. It was for cheap, it was like 40, $50, and they only had like 3 input outputs for the mics and everything. I said, oh, we need to get that too. I said, yeah, let's get that. So we got that as a package. Came back to the house, put it hooked up, ran the long cord all the way to the bathroom, and they laid some stuff, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was awesome. It was
Heck yeah.
clear. It was Spanish and English,
He said
whatever it was going on.
Spanish.
It was awesome. So I'm like a little goofy, like, yeah. I'm like, felt part of the team. So I had one little computer program. Old schools probably would know it. It's called Propeller Head, and it was a beat that you can use on a computer. I'm a computer geek first, artist,
Yeah.
computer geek. Then I got the street situation going, but it wasn't. I cut it out at the age of 25. But like I said, so I had these things, these upgrades that were given to me from other geeks that I knew as friends, and so I gave it to them. They made a few beats, and they was going at it and everything, and everything was awesome. They was making beats, making music. It was like 3 of them in the group. And then one time I just stopped and listened. I was like, y'all doing this, but I'm not hearing no chorus. And he's like, what's a chorus? And I was like, a chorus is what comes in like in the beginning or in the end, in the middle, and at the end, so you know where everybody what the topic is, because everybody ain't gonna follow every word you said, and just we gonna remember that shit, and you said a
Right.
lot of shit. And it was like, and then the next one go. It was no chorus in between. It was just Spanish and English, Spanish and English, and then the payload come on Spanish and English, Spanish and English. So I'm like, y'all gotta put this little chorus right in between the pop so everybody can understand what you're saying, man. It's like, what are you talking about? So I was like this. So I said a little chorus and everything, and they like looked at me like, oh. Okay, I see what you're saying. Because I listened to one of their raps and they said, what would you do to this? What would you say to this? So I put it all what I would think, all of what they were talking about and make a topic to understand. So it was like, I can still remember to this day was Let It Be. 12 haters, well, 12 niggas holding gauges with Let It Be. Focus on making paper, let it be. There ain't no way that you can fake us. Nigga, you some haters. Yeah, Vegas made us. Let it be. And that's how it
Okay.
they was like, what the fuck? They said, okay, got that. I said, so y'all go in there and do that. We can't do that, man. We need you to do it the way you did it. I'm like, no, bro, that's not me, bro. I'm just here to just help y'all out to get this, get this thing going and everything. He said, no, man, come on, man. We need you to do it. You need you to do it. So I was like, okay, this is my first time. I'm like, all right. So I gotta listen through these earphones all the way in the bathtub in the shower. Hey, let's go ahead and do it. So I did a little bit right there. Didn't know how it turned out. He said, just do it a little. I did it like twice. And then the second time he said, just put a little bit more emotion into it. So I put it in my mind, and I'm here in the club with this, I'm in this damn tub, Mexican stuff, like what the fuck? I come out. They said, okay, they pushed everybody out the room. It was some before Hustle and Flow happened. It was when they pushed everybody out the room to make the music done. That shit
Yeah.
happened before the movie even came out. I was like, what the fuck? Why they pushing us outside? So they push us outside, we out front, and we smoking and everything. And then you hear the music teacher, they messing with this, that, and the other. And about good 15 minutes later, they say, we got it, yeah, got it. So they should we go back upstairs and they finally turned it on. And when they played it and dubbed my voice and did whatever they did on the computer, it was bad to the and my voice was like, I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Come
I'm
on.
like tripping. Just that little chorus, so we like they hopping around, we did it. I'm like, cool, we did that. I felt good. So we smoked, and the next day I came over, they threw a pad at me. They said, from now on, you're going to write courses for us. You're going to write a course. You're going to write something down. So I'm like, what? I said, man, I just want, they could that without letting me go. They was like, nope, you're going to write now. You're going to write. You're not just going to just smoke and chill and watch. No, you're not the groupie.
Yeah.
You got something going. So I'll write and write and write. Now maybe came up with maybe 2 or 3, 4 more songs, courses in a song, but I was not full rapping. No, I did not
Yeah.
have that in me at all at that time. I made a few things with them, and they're the ones that really inspired me. I mean, they took me through it's a little bit long, to a little bit more to that story. Um, I'm gonna say, just make it real small for you.
Yeah.
We They asked me to come over one day. They said we need to go. We need to go to this party real quick. So I jumped in. We all went over to his house. We was in this Nissan Sonata. If you know how small a Nissan Sonata is, it's like a neon, right? Like a small ass neon. So all these guys jump in this fucking neon, and with me, this is about 16, 17, 18 people in the trunk, people in the back window, 5 people up and just in the passenger. And Palon's driving this little bitty Nissan because he's wanting to drive it as fast as hell. I've seen him drive it when he
Mhm.
pulled up, like it's a sports
Yeah.
car or some shit, and it's not. But he
Yeah.
piled this motherfucker up like Mexicans. We was in this bitch like Mexicans. This is the first time I ever, and I swear to God, I cannot lie about this shit at all. But we're going down the Vegas highway all the way to this area, and we pull up to this plaza, and we fell out of there. Everybody's laughing at us and shit. It's females and other cars everywhere. It's like a hangout spot where we went to. So people laughing at us and shit. So I went get out the car. Then Palon's like, "Hey man, come here. I need you to roll up for me real quick." I said, "Okay, cool." So I went to the passenger seat while everybody was moving around, and I looked out, and we were at a four-way, and it was like a plaza. Like Mexicans was over in another lot and another lot with cars, and they just listen to music just out and about at the curb of these streets, at the edge of these streets, not where the businesses are. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy, man. So you just hundreds and hundreds of motherfucking cars and shit just out there just bouncing with music. So he was there talking to me, and then I heard, and I was like, listen to, I said, man, this shit go hard, man. I like this. How y'all out here chill? I said, we do this in Hot Springs, but it's just a little strip. We don't got this much space, you know. He said, yeah, man, that's crazy. Then her, boom, boom, let it be. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, what the hell? And I stuck my head out the car window, and it's my voice going across this whole lot.
Oh
And
wow.
everybody's radio is turned up to this station because this station tests out all new artists that they get paid
Oh
like
yeah.
$100 or $200 to play their music, and go against other music and say if it's hot or not. So they had put our shit on, and it was going through this whole parking lot. Everybody just, and from the other
Yes.
side of the line, we didn't know, they was just, "It's going on, it's going on."
Let's
It was like,
go.
what the fuck have I done? So we all piled up back in that car in the midst of the song playing. I don't know where all these other Mexicans just knew how to get your ass back in this motherfucking Sonata, or you're gonna get left. Took off back up the highway. We beep 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 beep. Yeah, that's our music. Yeah, that's our music. So we went back up. Yeah. And it didn't pan out 100% like I wanted to. We had some jealousy going on in the group. We made up a name. It was called Vegas Law. When they was starting to put me in there, signing the contract, the whole nine, bro, the whole freaking nine. We
Damn.
had to break all that up right before it could blow up. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah. So close.
You
Damn.
know, Palin? Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up.
That's that.
Well, man, how did you get started and know music making was for you?
I would say how I got started is more likely the times when I can't say precisely when exactly, but when I'm by myself and I had nothing to do, no video games or anything. So music making, either making the music, dealing with Fruity Loops or something like that. That's where it started, and put my voice on there was always second. It was like I would prefer to make a beat first and see if I can get somebody else badass on there and like, oh yeah, I'm part of that. I don't want to be the star. I just want to be the part
Yeah.
of something. Just just even a groupie. If I was just good, hey, and I was right behind you, like, yeah, I know him. That's good enough for me. I don't need
Yeah.
I don't need the fame. I don't need all that extra crap. I mean, if it came as into fame or something like that, that's different on my part. But I was always wanting to, just be a part in a
Right.
situation, which Veloco gives me that little bit. It's obvious with what's on
Oh,
there as
bro,
my
and
bro.
And you're a killer on the app too, by the way. Like you helped me so freaking much when I got started. I mean, seriously, you're the only reason I'm sitting right here making music right now to even begin with. You know, so like you were a big help, bro. Like for real. Sincerely mean that. Sincerely mean that. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
man.
No.
I guess we can start with topics now.
Okay.
So those are just some starter questions to break the ice a little bit. So now, for topics, we have: what is your creative process like? How long does it usually take for you to come up with ideas and record?
I don't think I take as much time on it as I should. Like as an artist, it should be a lot more scratches on the paper than just as much than what you give out in the world. My art teacher taught me that. I'm an artist first, so I was ahead of my class all the way through high school and was supposed to go through college in it, so I know the aspect of art. So I don't think I put myself at as much time as I should or take it as serious. But my process, I say it take me about a day, a good day and a half if I want to prolong it to make it a little bit better, it'd be about 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 days I'll make one. But it's like in between that time I won't have something. It just if I feel like making it, I make it right then and I push it on out. Just like a piece of paper artist do. Like that's the art, that's what I gave you. I might go back and fix it and alter it and do a remix or remastering, of it. You know, pan out the words better or something like that. But that's what I gave. It sounds good to me. I'm
Yes,
not here to
sir.
please anybody else. It pleases me in my ears. That's what
Yes, sir.
Moloko's for. From your ears. That's
Yes, sir.
why everybody else does not really supposed to matter in your movie and life. You matter. And you better always remember that. You cannot have anybody else taking your part. And Voloko gives you that part of creation. You can create you.
I like that. I like that. How would you describe your music that you typically create?
A bit street, hip hop, little rock, universal.
Oh, and by the way, this guy
Period.
is a hidden rock star. He needs to do some more rock because you're freaking good at it, dude. When I heard you do that, I can't remember what track it was, but Spilk sent it to me. You did some like gutter roll screams, and bro, when I say I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, did that come from Deadlee? Like, yeah, bro, we need some more rock. Too, by the way, just throwing that out there.
I may not look it, but I'm an '80s baby. I was born in '80, so rock and roll was first.
Mm.
I didn't know rap. I didn't know anything, no R&B or anything. It was rock and roll first from my dad. Then he got the Prince, and then he got Michael Jackson, and then you come in the '90s when I got Tupac, Biggie. But before
Right.
that, I didn't. It was rock and roll first. I didn't completely. It was alien to me as much as most people in the world.
Yeah,
Honestly. So
that's what's up.
rock and roll first. So, but I don't put a lot of rock out. But I'm universal. Like I can do
I
that.
love that.
I can do. I don't know. Just art. To me, it's all art. Different
Yeah.
textures,
Exactly.
different ways. I can up take it to a high tempo to a low tempo and still try to make music. That's what it is.
Yes, sir.
Rhyming.
Yes, sir. Sir. Mount.
I'm gonna let Mary Posa take over.
Oh, okay.
Okay, who has been your favorite and least person to collab with since joining the logo?
My favorite. Uh, my favorite would be my number one first guy, Prophecy. I don't know where he's disappeared to.
Oh, I messaged him.
Prophecy.
I messaged him today, actually, hoping he might would jump on the podcast. I sent him a text today. Just waiting for a response.
Prophecy is a deep soul. He's dark
Man,
sometimes
good
on
people.
himself, but Prophecy is the number one in there. My least, well, yeah, okay. I gotta put it to my girl, little lady, two tag, two
Tag
tag.
two.
I
Tag
couldn't
two.
deal. I couldn't. the way it was, I couldn't find an intro of where I was supposed to begin and where I was supposed to end. So that's what I had to put on that. Other than that, everybody else is being straight. It just those type where you just come in like my friend that figured out me and Low Rob,
Mhm.
Mhm.
my foreign friend Low Rob, he has art, but it's you don't know when sometimes to jump in and when to jump out. And
Right.
he has good skills and he's just as progressing just like everybody else is on here
Mhm.
and learning more. But Low Rob, my guy, he is complex. But it was if I can't figure out where to come in or come in and leave out, I'll question it and I'm like, what am I doing?
Right. Okay, so what is the best advice you have given and is well received from another artist, if any? And if you don't have either, you can mention advice you give to someone who would like to improve in the music industry.
I would say my advice with the way the music industry is now, and take it back to art. Take it back to paper, just like paper and crayons and paint. Take it back to that. It's free. Don't take it to where you think you're gonna get glorious cash. Don't take it to all that. Oh, I'm gonna get seen, and I need the followers and all that. You don't. That's you're losing the aspect of what youth, staying youthful for one. It keeps you balanced for two. You don't have the drama. For three, stress kills. For four, and you don't want to get Diddy for five. So don't jump for that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I mean, the music sounds good when they put it out there, but it's picked by choice, not by what's really out there as art that's very beautiful, like a Picasso. There's so many people that could have put out a new Picasso that blow our minds or a sound that'll blow, but they can't be seen because they don't flow those waves that society gives to us. And we're just
Right.
all in this box like dogs, like a whole bunch of mutts to them, and we can only go so far. Some of them dogs get their hair brushed, and the fleas get kicked off, or some of them like that. But you need to be that one that's running a little bit outside that gate with the fleas and everything naturally, happy and dying naturally, so you can live longer than those ones that's stuck in the cage or the one that's trying to get their benefits inside this cage
Well
from
said.
whoever's out there. Yeah, my advice is just keep it simple, keep it art, do what you can while you can, because who's to say that you won't get seen out there, but at the same time, who can really want to handle that type of pressure of somebody putting a contract in front of you saying you have to do this? It's like a leash on your neck,
Hmm.
and we've passed those days where leashes need to come off now. It need to be more intellectual people coming out here giving more intellectual conversation and intellectual music, health driven music. We can still have fun, but at the same time, we don't have to take things to a drastic situation where it's life or death. And I'm talking
Exactly.
about community wise. You can kill communities with what you say and what you produce in a
Hmm.
mass sense.
Right.
1000%. That's well said, bro.
What has been your biggest accomplishment, in your opinion, since joining the logo?
Oh well, the comments help, but yeah, just me hearing myself and hearing this, this project, each project, I hear something different, and I get good good feedback from them. I'm not getting any negative feedback. I mean, I've seen on Veloco where people don't get zilch, like zero, no love at all, and they still out in there. And that those type of people need to continue on because that's your vibe. But I don't see no love at all, and I'd be like, dang. I mean, it could be that bad for you, and really, now that you think about it, you should be still in mind like those other people. I don't care, but the little comments that I get drives me to continue on. My uh, followers, they do come in with lots and lots of things to tell me to, keep going, keep doing what you're doing.
Hmm.
I mean, it's nobody really coming at me negatively at all. So that's the reason why.
Right.
Nice, man. And we're down to the last. That was the last question, actually. But real quick, too, do you have anything off the top of your head, like that's just driving your mind that you've been wanting to say? Anything that Veloco's been doing crazy? Is there anything that's is there anything in mind that you could think off the top of your head that's just you've been wanting to say? Is there anything like that on your mind?
As anything as in making Boloco better or anything like that, or
Yeah.
not really. I don't see. I see business wise, Boloco. I've talked to them. I've had an interview with them,
Hmm.
and I've seen business wise for them. They could definitely get a better gain on certain things that I've hinted to them to do. Um, one was to give the followers, access to where they could boost the artist's art for them. You know, put a little
Oh
button
yeah.
down there where they can be able to, hey, I like your stuff, and it, keeps in the charts. But I know right now they're keeping those who's hot and who's not in the charts and all that by
Right.
the boost. But they should give the followers maybe access to. I mean, it's more money for them. I told them it's more money for them. They were actually talking about some access way to give money to us. I'm like, no, that's going to cause a lot of problems,
Yeah.
and you got way too many people on this platform, so it's definitely not going to work out in the best of even giving people $5 or anything. Because some people gonna be like, "Oh, you get this much, and I get this much," and we already got that
Yeah. Yeah.
already. People are a bit. How does he get up there and get all these likes and his shit's gay? And you're like, oh, that's kind of fucked. That's messed up.
Mhm.
I'm hard to take it. I see the
Yep.
aggravation where the algorithm that we're using gets other people still a little bit upset and frustrated about small, particulous little things. Because that's human ways. We always
Yeah.
we want everything to be perfect. We find one little aspect off. We little turn to a little women about it, a little feminine about it a bit. Then we flip back to okay, they can't change nothing about it. So let me go ahead and keep
Right.
using it the way it is. But yeah, I gave them some aspects of changing it that way. I mean, that'll boost up more chances for it to be seen outside of a loco. Followers be like, "Ooh, that was good, man. I boosted this," and they feel a part of that, you know, project that artist put out. Not everybody's being able to listen to it. So if that person wants to find a song that's old in your list, your profile, and he wants to boost it, boom, it gets back to the top of the charts for a second or something, and then disappear or stays up there if other people see the song. I mean, I'm saying that each one of our tracks that we drop, once they get to the bottom, they get stagnant and archived. Like some people might go down there at the bottom and out of your 200 or 300 tracks and check out one of them, but it's not likely nobody else is going to go all the way down there and just look at every single one of your tracks.
Right.
I mean, they'll look as much as they can, but if you got 200 and 300 some tracks, nobody's going to just keep on, oh, that was tight. Oh, that was tight.
Yeah.
Oh, that was tight. Oh,
We
that was
hope,
tight.
but
Yeah, it's not gonna work out, So I'm
yeah.
trying to get that old stuff seen too. So and it's gonna be new to certain people, but it's all a process that I hope they figure out. Um, I like to give shout outs to all the people that I've worked with on Veloco, Prophecy, Dower, Spilled Milk, A Hunt, uh, Diddy, and Don Beats, Big Stan, Blackjack, Run, X, Don, Young Berm, Diction, 3D Wayne, that boy, uh,
Yes, sir.
Easy, Six, Jay Cuddy, On One, On Me.
Yeah.
I got a few DJs, Y Dot, JXYL, Daniel, WSP, B Twin, he go ham. Calling
Hmm.
me G, that's my bro.
Oh yeah. Call me
Money
G, baby.
Lista, Scarmo, um, Yeah. Those are that's my family right there. Oh, that's my
Yes,
family right
sir.
there.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, Mild and Mario Pose, y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about? Y'all have
Yes,
anything
sir.
in your mind?
I hope to drop something with you soon too, bro. I heard some of your music, but you scattered. You go to the media side, then you go back to the music, then you go back to the media side.
I don't have any specific words. Do you have anything?
Not that I can think of. No.
Well, I mean, I guess all I can really say is I'm finally glad we're able to do this interview with you. It's really good that people get to know you a bit more. Usually these episodes, they get around like 40 to 100 views. So I hope more people engage with this episode so everybody can know a little bit about you. And yeah.
Definitely, it was a pleasure. Definitely a
My
pleasure.
friend.
Keep checking me out, my boy Hunt. Check out Vocal Loco's best vamp down here and his girl. Appreciate you
Yes,
guys,
sir.
definitely.
Hey,
No
I
problem.
appreciate you for real, man. You mean more to me than you know, sir. Thank you, bro.
You
See y'all.
too, big man.
Ladies and gents, artists of all ages, all experience levels, do I have a treat for you? An all-new podcast has been launched for the underground artists, and two of the locals' finest, Mild Vamp and A Hunt, have taken it upon themselves to provide this for you guys. However good you are as an artist, whatever your musical experience is, to come watch them talk about the other side of being an underground artist. And check out their YouTube podcast. If you look up Mild Vamp under the search bar, the podcast is entitled Just Some Mild Criticism. They cover a lot of bases, just like, using BandLab, using Veloco, using SoundCloud, where you should post your songs, tips and tricks to help you record so your recordings don't sound unprofessional, so you can show your best friend and show your mom and show your family, so you can join them like Sunday mornings, mid-afternoon for the Veloco podcast called Just Some Mild Criticism. They have special guests from Veloco, artists that you guys all know and have seen, Heading to Adonis Beats, Tommy Lintz, and many more to come. If you want to be shown on the podcast, or if you have any suggestions, you can reach out to Mild Vamp. You can contact him at mildvampstudio@gmail.com. MILDVAMP studio@gmail.com. You have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for tuning in to the Veloco podcast. It's a mild bit of criticism. See you soon. A little bit of mild criticism never hurt nobody.